Hello, everyone. How are you? How's everybody? I'm doing well. Well, I've been trying to get more into doing something that I've always wanted to do. And that thing is to be more of an advocate for those who have been sexually abused. I'm learning that on YouTube, you can probably say a little bit more than other platforms. So I'm trying to keep it clean as possible, um, as well as being real as I can possibly be on YouTube. I'm thankful to have this platform, um, and I'm thankful to finally come into someone that I've always wanted to be, and that's an advocate. I've always wanted to help other people that been through things, like me. So if y'all like what I got to say, please follow my channel, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much. I am Felicia C.K. Wilson. So I just written a book. It is called "It Is Time to Fix My Own Crown Because It's Mine to Fix." I wrote this book because through going to therapy and counseling and things like that, I found that they just weren't hitting the subjects and the things that I needed to talk about, right? Especially when I was young. When I first went to counseling, I was 14. Um, it was very difficult because it was like when they talk, it was almost like watching the peanut game. Womp 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 womp. I felt numb. I felt nothing. We only did activities like, I remember coloring some pants, and my grandfather was so mad that day because uh, the um, therapist was not thinking good enough. We writing on each other's clothes and everything, and it was just not a good look. Okay, for kids to be writing all over each other's clothes, and we supposed to be in a group therapy session, so we had hearts on our behinds and stuff like that. My granddaddy, which was right, like now that I think of it, it's very inappropriate. Although we probably had fun, but like we're doing activities, not talking about what happened, right? And then when I got older, I went to counseling again. I went to, I just wanted to, just relieve myself of the things that I've gone through. And I found throughout the years of going to counseling, even when I went to marriage counseling, I went to so much therapy, y'all. I had, the last time I went to therapy was when I had a breakup with this guy that I truly loved, and I just, it was so hard for me. I was like, maybe I need some therapy. And my therapist, I talked to her, and she was seeing me for months and months at a time, and she was like, "You don't need me. You never did." It was almost like that moment in The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz when they said, "You go home. You could go home, click your heels 3 times." She was like, "You know what you need? It's time for you. You got so much information. You know so much about what you want to do in life. It's time for you to write books. It's time for you to get to writing." So I decided to write, right? So I wrote my first book, and that book was just a joyful experience to write. And it's not a book for children or anything like that. It's not a book of therapy. But I tell you one thing: those people who have read my book, my first book, they were like, this book had built my confidence. So I had already a long time ago started this book that I just written now, which is called "It's Time to Fix My Own Crown Because It's Mine to Fix." I started writing this book years ago, but I decided this year, when I decided to put it onto, like, on the computer and upload, the things that wanted to talk about. I decided not just to make a book, but to make it a journal. So in this journal, I talk about everything. I talk about grooming. I talk about the PTSD left behind. I talk about suppressed memories. I talk so much because in those instances in hurt, you will and have had some things going on where you block certain things out because it was too much to handle. Like for me, what happened to me was too much to handle. Like it really, really was. And I talk about shame. I talk about the guilt. I talk about how family may treat you. I talk about so much. And not only do I talk about these things, I give you solutions to how you can overcome those things and how you could deal with those things. And then I do uh, some soul searching with you. And then I have routines that you could do to make yourself feel better. Like this book is just, it's awesome. I'm thankful and grateful. I also share snippets of my stories um, because I think it's needed for people to know that you're a real person and that you've gone through something and just like them, and they can relate. I'm relatable because I'm speaking from the same cloth as you. You know, I'm speaking from the same pain as you felt. I'm, some maybe more than others because I realize that, every we all it doesn't take rocket science to figure out that we're not the same. Everybody's stories are not the same. Some people, uh, things happen with fathers. I have to say that fathers, grandfathers, uncles, cousins, um, friends of the family. It's ridiculous how much, sisters, brothers. Um, it's a shame that we're not even talking about this situation. Um, I'm having a difficult time trying to get people to, I guess, interact and listen. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. It's not gonna stop if we don't interact and talk about it. We have to talk about these things. So y'all understand that I'm coming from a place not of hurt, but I have triumphed over my pain. And I would like for people to be able to do the same thing. It's still happening. That's the saddest part about it. It is 2024, and I still hear stories. And it is time to open our mouths so that we can close some of these chapters. And so some of these people don't even have to have that chapter in their lives. We got to start talking about it. It doesn't make any sense that we can't say and try and get help for people. And all y'all parents out there that talks about that whatever happens in my house stays in my house. That's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. Ladies, you all should want your children to tell you anything. And if they want to talk about it to their friends, families, or whatever, so so be it. If you don't want a person to talk about the things that has happened to them, don't do it to them. That's the thing. And I tried to keep my mouth closed for so many years. Um, but I felt like trapped in a sense of still protecting that person that harmed me. Why? They never protected me. They never protected my feelings. They never protected how what happened in my life because of it. I I know that I was born for something great and I feel like it was taken away from me. But the good part is that I realize now that it was just delayed. Delayed because I had to fight through all those traumas and trials and tribulations of the pain and the suffering that I felt because of it. Thank God that I have released myself from all of it. And now my mouth is open to help someone else, open to hear someone else's story and help them through it, open to just be a shoulder for someone to cry on. It's so many people out there. I believe, they used to say it's 3 to 1. I'm like every 1 out of 3. I believe it's less than that. So I pray that we just protect our little ones from now on because we really truly need to open our mouths. Open the mouth. Help someone to help themselves. Help stop these crimes. This is ridiculous, and why should we constantly protect a family member that has not protected anyone? It only can hurt somebody. I don't. But I hate that saying, "Hurt people, hurt people." You cannot say you hurt and expect for someone to be okay with you hurting somebody. That's just wrong. One thing that I can't see myself doing because I've been hurt is to go and give somebody those same feelings that somebody gave me. Just like it just doesn't make any sense. Just like in relationships, to cheat on someone because I got cheated on, or stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. Like you know, um, and I'm not saying turn the other cheek or anything like that. If somebody hurts you, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm talking about hurting those who has nothing to do with your pain because you've been hurt. That's something wrong with that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope that you will tell someone about me so that someone can be helped. Like I said, my book is going to do great things. It's going to do great things. You can find it in the link below. I'll put my link there, as well as you can go on Stan Store, and my Stan Store name is Adivas Aura. That's Adivas Aura. You can find it there, and you could also look for me on different platforms as Adivas Aura or FCKWILSONSWAY. That's FCK Wilson's Way. Okay, so I'm on plenty platforms with that. So I have to learn how to upload it to my website, my book. I'll be doing that shortly. So just look forward to getting my book or telling a friend or a family member that has been in that situation that's probably still moving in a way that they're not at their full potential. So anyways, I thank you all for watching. please, if you like this message, even if you don't like the message, but you know someone is may need it, just subscribe and share with them. You might not need it, but somebody does. So please like, subscribe, and share my content. I appreciate you all. Toodles.